Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Brady Brown Vegan, the place for plant-based comfort foods. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how I made these plant-based chickpea nachos. I'm going to show you how I made the chips, the cheese, and the chickpea meat completely from scratch. If you guys are interested, go ahead and stay tuned. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started with the chips. These are super easy. I'm just taking some white corn tortillas and I am going to cut them into fours and put them in my air fryer. I'm trying to avoid extra oils and salts, so I just put them in the air fryer plain, but you guys can feel free to go ahead and cut them into squares and then toss them up in a bowl with a little bit of salt and oil before putting them into the air fryer just for some added flavor. But again, I just went ahead and put mine in plain because all of my toppings do have a ton of flavor on them. And so this is what they look like when they come out of the air fryer. And I just went ahead and put them in until they browned at 350. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started on our cheese sauce. The base of our cheese sauce is going to be carrots as well as potatoes. So I am taking some carrots. I went ahead and peeled the skin off and washed them. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut them into small pieces and put them in a pot. And then along with those carrots into a pot, I am taking one potato that I also washed and peeled. And I'm also going to cut that into some small pieces and put that into the pot as well. Once you get everything diced and placed into the pot, we're just going to cover them with water until all of the carrots and potatoes are covered, and just go ahead and boil them until they are fork tender. And so you guys will see me just see how much water I put into the pot here in a second. Now, while the potatoes and carrots are boiling, we're going to go ahead and get started on our chickpea meat. We are going to take just over half a can of chickpeas and put that into a blender or food processor and go ahead and blend that up until it's meat-sized pieces. Then we're going to go ahead and take a large skillet or pot, go ahead and get some oil in there and heat it up over medium-high heat and put the chickpeas directly in there. Just go ahead and saute these up until they are warm through. And then once the chickpeas are nice and warm through, we're going to come back in with our seasonings, which I'll show you guys here in a bit. All right, so our first seasoning that we're gonna put in here is this not chicken bouillon. I get these cubes from Whole Foods. I'm gonna go ahead and put in one whole cube of this in there. And then I am also gonna come in with some seasoning, some adobo seasoning, as well as some taco seasoning in the pack. And then I also season with some black pepper as well as some chipotle chili pepper seasoning. I don't add in sea salt. You guys can feel free to add in sea salt here, but the adobo and taco seasoning already have a little bit of salt in them. So I am not adding in salt, but you guys can feel free to add in salt as well. And then I just go ahead and cook that down until the not chicken bouillon cube has fully melted and incorporated, and this is what it looks like. This is super quick and easy. You just have to heat them through. And then once that's ready, set that to the side, and we're going to go ahead and get started on our cheese sauce. We are going to take our softened potatoes and carrots and put that into the blender. Also, the rest of those chickpeas from that can is going in there as well. And then for the seasoning, I am adding nutritional yeast. And then I am also putting in a little bit of Better Than Bouillon mushroom flavored or sauteed onion flavor right into there. And I'm also using chipotle chili pepper seasoning, garlic powder, black pepper, and then also I didn't get the clip of me adding in sea salt and onion powder. This needs a little bit of salt in it, so I do come in with some sea salt as well as some onion powder as well. And then this is what it looks like once everything is nice and blended through. It's super smooth and creamy, and it's a very nice cheese sauce. Just make sure you keep it hot, because as soon as it cools off, it does stiffen up a little bit. So this is like ready to go right away. but it's super, super bomb. It doesn't really taste over carroty or carroty. I don't think that's really a flavor, but it doesn't taste like overly with the carrots or anything like that. It's just super good with the nutritional yeast and the seasonings that we put in there. Makes it taste like a really smooth cheese sauce. And that is it. Everything is ready to go. I am going to go ahead and assemble. I am going to assemble everything together. You will see that I'm going to top this with some green sauce and like a crema sauce. I do show the recipe for that in a separate video that I recently posted. I'll go ahead and link that up in the cards above or in the description box below. I also show how I make my homemade pico de gallo in that video as well. So again, I'll link that up above or down below. But just go ahead and assemble everything and load it up the way that you like to enjoy your nachos. And these were 2 bomb. I also put some mashed avocado on top. You guys can use guac or whatever you prefer, but that is it. These were super good and very spicy with the sauces. They were made with jalapenos, and I also put jalapeno in my fresh pico, and it was definitely a hit. If you guys enjoyed this video and this content, please go ahead and let me know down below in the comment section. Please give me a thumbs up. And if you guys are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future uploads. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.